Hi everybody, and welcome back to another video. So just to kick things off a little bit, I do apologize if I was pretty much completely silent for the past, I'd say nearly 2 weeks. Mainly because I've actually had to deal with family issues at the beginning of this month, and I'll explain why. So technically, when I got this locomotive, my IHC Alton Limited, beautiful locomotive by the way, love this thing a lot. I did run it a lot when I first got it. When I bought that thing, I did had a death in my family, recently, sorry. And when I made that video, I do apologize if I didn't sound too excited like I normally would when I unbox a new engine. I was just going through a lot that day. Yeah, it was like 2 days after it happened when I got that, if that made any sense to all of you. And to kick things on another note, after that happened, I'd say a week after it happened, I don't exactly remember, I had a family member who was tested positive with COVID. So that was pretty fun. It wasn't me, by the way, it was someone else in my family. Make that 2 actually, so come to think about that. So anyway, with that out of the way, I do want to kick things off with another tiny disclaimer. I'm doing this video of a revisit, let's say. I'm going to be re-unboxing my Rivarossi Con-Cor's the Chessie set. Love that set a lot. So I'm doing this because I got this set back in November, and I used a crap camera, and you know, I wanted to use that camera because I bought it with my own money, and I sort of didn't want to waste my money a little bit here and there, so that is pretty much why I used that camera. And not to mention the quality is utter crap, come to think of it. I only used it, like, I'd say a few times on my channel, so yeah, so that is why I am redoing this box, or redoing this unboxing, let's say. Okay, so let's get to it then. Okay, now hopefully this camera at a different height is going to be fine. I did raise a leg up slightly on my tripod, so since this box is pretty big, it barely even fits in a shot. So yeah, this is the box that it came with. So let's see if I can show you the end here. It's pretty heavy too, so you're gonna have to bear with me if I can get it in shot too. Con-Cor Chessie HO Scale Limited Edition Set number 7. This is the 7th collaboration between Rivarossi and Con-Cor, which is why that's there. It's not the 7th production number, if that made any sense. This is the only Rivarossi Con-Cor set I have. Not to mention, I think this is the only Con-Cor related thing I got. So yeah. Well, the engine is by Rivarossi, the cars are by Con-Cor. So that should hopefully get that out of your system. But anyways, let's unbox this puppy, shall we? Now, the story about how much I paid for this, oof, it is literally the most expensive I've ever paid, by far, in model railways. It's even more expensive than the New Haven i5 that I got. So yeah. Like I said, I'm revisiting this because of the crap camera quality that I recently did when I got this. I can't talk anymore, can I? But anyways, there it is. There is the locomotive and all 6 cars. It is a beautiful set. It truly, truly is. Alright, let's get to it. So yeah, let's get the locomotive out first, since all of you are interested in that. By the way, I almost forgot to mention, this is not going to be a review. I don't do reviews at all. This is just an unboxing to look at the engine itself. But yeah, there it is. Sorry for knocking the camera. That is the Chessie. And I know to a lot of you, this may look, the design, rather, will look familiar to all of you. That is because this thing is based on the Empire State Express from the New York Central. Why did they do that? I don't know. They probably did it to save some money. That's all I can say, so that I won't have to create a new tolling for the L1 Hudson that this is supposed to be based on. So yeah, there's the engine itself. It's beautiful either way. I don't care how unprototypical it is. I still love it. I love it to death. And this is pretty much my most favorite model ever in my collection. So yeah. Now let's get the tender out. And the price and how much I pay for this. Oof. It was not cheap, but I think I got it for a good deal nonetheless. From what I paid for this set cost me $678. So, not cheap in the slightest. But, again, like I said, it was a pretty good deal. Let's just enjoy the beauty of this, the set, rather. Yeah, here's a tender with it. Yeah. Anyways, the history on the chassis, right? So, never mentioned about that, huh? So, it was supposed to be ran by the Chesapeake in Ohio. I don't know too much about the chassis. I haven't done a lot of research, but I know this one was supposed to be one of the engines that was supposed to pull it, as well as the M1 class turbine, I think that was class, so yeah. And apparently for whatever reason, I actually forgot the reason, you guys can let me know down in the comments. The chassis was even canceled before it even entered service. That's what I heard. But the L1 Hudson did continue service, but as for the M1 class Hudson, steam turbine, it got unfortunately scrapped. Hopefully I didn't make a mark here. Okay, no, they're all good. Alright. So here are the coaches that I'm pulling out. As you can see, beautiful coaches, and as you can see, where's that Con-Cor? There it is. You can see the Con-Cor lettering here and the made in Austria there, whereas the engine itself is by Rivarossi. See if I can find a name badge. There it is. I don't know how well you can see it, but you can just see it right there. Okay. So yeah, even though the real chassis got canceled, but at least we can run this in HO scale, which is very, very nice. So that way on our railway, even if this set doesn't look that prototypical, hey, we can say that the chassis was never canceled, eh? So, there's that. Get the dome car out. Awesome, really awesome. These cars don't have interiors, by the way, which doesn't really bother me at all. And I think this is my favorite car in the set. A dome car and dome observation car. I don't know if you can have a real name for it. I replaced the truck on this with the IHC truck because I still have the original truck, basically because of it's got a coupler mounted right here and it would be blocking this in. I guess it would be designed for you know, much larger radius of curves, but I took it out because and I replaced it because I didn't want to ruin the value of this set, even though I appreciate this set for what it is 100%, but I just rather not tear it to pieces than yeah. But yeah, that is the whole set itself. Gorgeous engine, gorgeous coaches, I absolutely love it. Also, not to mention, this set is extremely rare. Yeah, an extremely rare set by both Rivarossi and Con-Cor. It's a very beautiful set. I absolutely love it. Yeah. Well, we've seen both the engine and the cars. Now let's get this thing onto the railway, shall we? Alright, I got the engine and tender right here. I already put the coaches on, as you saw in that time lapse. So let's get them on. I'll start with the tender. Now the locomotive might be a bit difficult to get them in the shot. Oh no, it only just fits in shot. Alright, that's good. Alrighty, and since she's on the outside line, sorry, let's turn this controller on. There we go. Sorry if you guys can't see her very well, she's just hiding behind the signal tower. So I am going to have to make this clear, I don't know how to tone this thing down slightly, but hopefully I will get better at it one day. So she will be a bit loud, as you can see here. So yeah, even though she does need a bit of TLC, she still runs fine. Yeah, just a little TLC is just all that she really needs, but she should be fine. So anyway, let's couple her up to the coaches. Has she coupled? Yes, she has. Let's take a look. Nice. Alright, now we're just looking at some shots with the Chessie running around the layout. So yeah, that is Rivarossi Con-Cor Chessie. I don't know if I explained this too well or didn't do a good job at it, but this is part of Rivarossi's, well, the engine, I mean, is part of Rivarossi's extremely rare set, the Chessie, like I just mentioned. Yeah, so apparently this thing is pretty damn hard to find, and if you do ever come across one, if it's in your price range, I suggest you get it, because well, I feel like there's not many of this set out there, is it? There probably hasn't been very many made. It is a limited edition set after all, so that might explain it. I was very, very lucky to have this set. Beautiful set. I can't tell you guys enough how much I love it. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody. And it turns out I'm not the only one to have this beautiful locomotive. A good friend of mine on YouTube named Gulping Up Restraints has a video of this thing too. He only has a few videos of it, but hey, if you want to see more of it, you can click on it by going to the right, and you can see his video. Or if you want to see more of my videos, you can do that by clicking on the left side. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching.